yeah, I'm wondering like the process of writing for these companies,
Mhm.
artists. Like how different is it? How different does it feel than writing and making music for yourself? Like are there different frameworks, different mechanics that you might be able to talk about?
Um, it's very different than writing for myself. Well, I haven't written for myself in a very, very long time, in over 13 years now. But I remember when I got started, it was very difficult for me to sort of get into that space because I was so used to like, writing for myself. And the type of music I wrote, wasn't like, the aggressive, like hard hitting stuff. I grew up listening to like classic R&B, you know, like Boyz II Men, Bright McKnight, like Mariah Carey. That's the kind of stuff I love. Um, and there's of course there's space for that kind of music in K-pop, which is wonderful even today. Um, but the stuff that really sell are songs for like boy bands and girl groups, and like they're like really out there, extremely aggressive, hard hitting. Um, so yeah, I had to listen to a lot of K-pop music, a lot of it, and it took me years to get used to it, to sort of understand what's going on. But also, it's different from like label to label too. I was working very closely with SM, and SM has its own sign, own sound, right? Um, and other labels like YG, they have their own sound too. So just trying to get a better understanding of what SM as a label wanted for their artists was extremely difficult. And I always feel like I'm always like 5 steps behind because it was, especially in the beginning, it was such a headache trying to, craft songs that, I thought they might like. And then finally, when I started to think that I was getting it, it changes, right? Because sooner or later, these labels, they're going to move on from that sound and like evolve as well. So that's sort of the challenge I think in being a producer in this industry is that like yeah, you have to keep learning, but then once you feel like you're getting it, if something else comes in, you got to learn all over
Mm.
again. And yeah, that's difficult, but at the same time, that's what makes it so much fun, I think.